Hi guys, welcome back. We are on some number of episodes. Anyways, we're going to be looking at statements today and what those are. So, going to be a lot of different videos for this, but we'll get into it. Hopefully also the audio sounds better too. I changed the microphone, so I'm not using the headset one. I'm using an actual proper microphone. So anyways, statements are basically starting something is a good way to vaguely put it. So, like, if I created a string, this is a statement. And so a statement can either be these two things. So, a statement like this is called a declaration statement. Both of these are declaration statements. You're declaring a variable. That's where that name comes from. Now, both of these are declaration statements, and then this first line is actually initializing the variable as well to have a value. And so a declaration statement is any variable with any type that you want. There's also a constant declaration statement, which is just a constant value. So we could say there's a constant int. Man, this fingers. Set that to 10. At least in other languages, if you're creating a constant, you usually want to put an uppercase, so that way other programmers know that this is a constant, it's not going to change. Basically, the only different thing about constants is that their value is immutable. It can't change no matter what you do. Alright, really quickly, I want to talk about local variables and sort of the scope of variables. So if we create a variable here named x, this can be referenced anywhere in main. So even if I went all the way down here, it's the same level. And even if I went into different levels, so in a way, I think you can actually not do that. We're just going to try creating another. Going to remove static. So we can actually create another method inside of main, right? And hi can actually use x. It knows what x is. So anywhere that we create a new method, since x is at the highest level it can be, then any method below it can reference that. But if we were to do something like this, declare a new y variable, right? And then we wanted to, these auto-generated responses are killing me. So if we set y equal to 24, we're getting an error immediately because it says the name y does not exist in the current context. And what this means is that since y is declared in this high scope, which is lower or deeper into main than x is, y is not known by main. It's not known by this top level because it's declared within high. Y only exists between these curly braces, basically. And so if we create another method and create a new variable inside there, we would not be able to reference in other methods. The only way that you could possibly do that is if you're passing in that variable to another method, but obviously that's not a direct reference like we're trying to do here. So that's just a very important thing that you'll need to keep in mind is the scope of variables, and that you can use variables that are higher up or on like the base level and use them as deep as you want, right? But you cannot reference variables in a deeper context. So you can't use this y variable from this high method in main because high is lower down. It has a smaller scope, so you can't use it. Hopefully that makes sense. It's basically just like the deeper down you go in a method structure, the smaller its scope can be. And so that is it for declaration statements and variable scope. Thanks for watching.